It seems that Republicans in various states have learned the wrong lesson from all of this. Now introducing a raft of voting restrictions across the country. Restrictions. Politico reports that in Georgia, where Democrats picked up 2 Senate seats, the GOP there is pushing to change state election laws by proposing limits on who can vote by mail and limiting the use of drop boxes for absentee ballots. In Arizona, which narrowly went for President Joe Biden, Republicans in the state Senate have advanced legislation that would allow for more automatic recounts. And just before the 2022 midterms, North Carolina could implement a new voter ID law. Meanwhile, the chair of the Republican Party in Texas has called on the state's legislature to focus on voting laws as a top priority. Jon Meacham, what are they thinking? Can they read? Can they see? And do they see the writing on the wall? Donald Trump isn't president anymore.
No, but this is all about power over principle. And I don't want to sound overly grand or homiletic at this hour, but it's that fundamental. Basically, we didn't have as full and free an election in the way we would think of it in this country until 1968. Think about that for a second. Right? So 52 years ago, when the Voting Rights Act kicked in, and in my native region, apartheid at the ballot box fell. It hasn't fallen totally, but it was because of the amazing work of the nonviolent protesters, the lawyers who fought so hard, the great chain of reformers going back into the 18th century and forward, created for the first time, a democratic republic, lowercase d, lowercase r. What the Republicans, or whoever's pursuing these measures, are trying to do is pull that back. And it's not based on some new Burkean understanding. They haven't reread John Locke. They haven't rediscovered Jacksonian democracy. They haven't thought this out. This is simply about power, because they know that in national elections and in some states, they're not going to win in the America of the middle 21st century unless they rig the rules. And that's if you're a political party, which I don't know why I have Edmund Burke on the brain this morning, but Burke said a party is a organization of men in the 18th century term, an organization devoted to a certain policy action, and they work in concert. That's fine. Partisanship is fine. That's inherent to who we are. It's when it becomes reflexive and, in this case, limiting and exclusionary. So I think everybody, no matter which side you're on here, should be close to horrified by this attempt to build walls around the ballot box. And we know that it is a deep, consuming fear, because all you have to do is pull apart the rhetoric, the language, the now self-fulfilling drama on the right about this lie that Donald Trump won because of some drop boxes in some state where none of these folks have ever been when they're talking about it. So this is not partisan. It's simply a clinical way of looking at these facts. The 2020 election, Joe Biden, in modern political terms, won a thoroughly respectable margin, given our polarization. Instead of confronting what that says about their party, their platform, their identity within this complicated country, Republicans, many of them, first tried to overturn the election, and now they want to change the rules of elections so that they pre-overturn them.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.